Welcome to Medtalks, your go-to source for health information and medical insights. I'm your host, Juvenava, and we are bringing you the latest in healthcare. Whether you're looking to understand the basics of wellness, gain practical tips for everyday health, or learn about community resources available to help you live a healthier and happier life, Medtalks has you covered. Join us on this journey to better health, and remember, a healthier you starts with a single conversation. Stay informed, stay healthy with Medtalks, where every talk is a step towards a better you.
Grace Med Health Clinic is your home for complete compassionate care. From medical visits to vision screenings, dental care, and a fully equipped pharmacy, our dedicated team of providers and staff work together to make every visit welcoming and stress-free, because at Grace Med, you're not just a patient, you're part of our family. Call 316-866-2000 to schedule an appointment. Grace Med Health Clinic, compassionate care for all.
Welcome to another episode of Medtalks. I'm Juvenava, Director of Community Outreach and Communications here at Grace Med Health Clinic. We are here with Bobby Bell of the Boys and Girls Club. How are you, Bobby?
I am good. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I'm pretty excited to be here.
Yeah, me too. I told you earlier that I was really excited about the opportunity to interview you because for those who don't know, the little personal story is born and raised in Dallas, Texas. Parents are immigrants and only child. I was a very, very shy kid.
Yeah.
And during the summer, my mom signed me up to the Boys and Girls Club. She wanted me to get more friends and not be as reclusive as I was.
Sitting in
and
that house
yes,
eating for food all
exactly,
summer. Yeah,
exactly.
moms were smart.
And I loved that summer. I got to that's where I learned how to roller skate. It's where I learned how to swim.
Yes.
Yeah, I got to play basketball there.
Yeah.
I mean, got mentored so much and truly enjoyed. And so it's a great opportunity for our listeners to hear about the Boys and Girls Club. So first of all, talk to our audience a little bit about yourself.
Okay.
What got you into the Boys and Girls Club, and then talk about the mission of the organization.
All right. Well, I am a native of Wichita, born and raised here. I started out mentoring with a group called Real Men, Real Heroes, and then it morphed into Heroes Academy. So I never, be honest with you, I never had any goals or never thought I'd be doing anything like this, honestly. But it just kind of fell into my face and just lap, I guess. And I see the kids need someone to talk to, relatability. I had a lot of mentors when I was a young kid. I used to be part of a group called Making a Better Tomorrow. It was just a bunch of men that got together and they just took time out of their day in the evenings and they would just hang out with us. We did it at the McAdams Center. It's Carl Brewer Center now. They would talk to us about life, mentor and stuff. So that's kind of how I got into this role. I've been serving with the Boys and Girls Club since October of last year. It's been pretty exciting to go out and just see the club's impact in the community and then on people like yourself, right? So that's kind of like in a nutshell, like how I even got into this and like even where we are today, right? So we've been growing. So for most people don't know, we do have a main center at 2400 Opportunity Drive where we have a football team, we have a basketball team, and we're starting like a dance team now as well. And we service all USD 259 kids from 2 to 6. And then we have a Derby location, so we have Derby Middle, Derby North, and then El Paso Elementary School. And so we service those kids in the same hours. And then we have Mays location as well. So and Mays is super huge. We have Mays South, Mays Intermediate. We have a lot of clubs. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
so
really good.
We can service any kid, any side of town. So we're here for that.
Talk to me about the mission about the Boys and Girls Club.
So our mission is to basically kind of like in a nutshell for what happened to you, like take kids who are, I guess, either only child, maybe parents work a lot, right? And then provide them with mentorship, after school setting to where they can hang out with their friends,
Right.
just be kids and have fun,
Yeah.
which is kind of like the biggest thing for me. And I
I
know
love
our
that.
mission is based on like education and the STEM and all the other
Hmm.
academic stuff.
Right.
But if you ask me what the mission is in whole, it's what you got out of it.
Yeah.
To be a kid, have fun, break out of your shell.
Yes. Because
Yeah,
I didn't realize how much I needed that mentorship
yes,
growing up,
yes,
and just having those adults who were pouring like so much wisdom
yeah,
and life lessons into me just by having fun or just
yep,
being a kid and things like that. It was vital to, my schooling and like my
yeah,
social skills and all that. Um, if I remember correctly, there was also other programs
yes,
that the Boys and Girls Club offers. Can
yes.
you talk to us a little bit more about those programs?
So we have so the after school programs are always STEAM and STEM, but the other things that we have a program called Youth of the Year,
Hmm.
which gives a kid a chance to compete locally and nationally for scholarships, and then also money that pays for college, basically.
Yeah.
So our Youth of the Year this year, young lady's her first name is named Marley. Can't think
Hmm.
of her last name, it escapes me, but she presented a essay. She spoke about her life in front of a group of donors, and she
Hmm.
actually received $5,000.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
That's
And then
incredible.
she went to Dallas and competed nationally, but unfortunately she didn't make it to the second round.
Yeah.
But those are kind of like some of the advantages of being a club kid. And also we have our sponsors.
Uh-huh.
So Cox Communication came in and they had a contest for a cell phone drawing, right?
Yeah.
And one of our club members won. She won a free iPad and like a
Yeah.
couple of dollars, and then she made her face in the paper. So
Yeah.
being a club kid, it has like great advantages because we have so many people that like yourself and other
Uh-huh.
people that want to like always participate and donate.
Right.
So we have all these great programs like, and in the fall we'll have a bunch of family nights and other events that we'll have planned.
Yeah.
So we have like DeAgent Harding comes up to the center. A lot of people know
Okay.
him, right?
Yes.
So we have a lot of stuff cooking.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do love that. I know that some of my staff, our community outreach reps, have participated in a lot of your events
Yes.
and having a table and offering services and
Yeah.
things like that. And the work y'all do that you pour into the community as well,
Yes.
to make sure that the community has the resources they need in order to succeed.
Yeah.
Now, if someone was interested in having their kid participate in the Boys and Girls Club, talk to me about the eligibility process or what
Right.
does that look like?
So we service K through 12.
Hmm.
And to be honest with you, we really should say K through 8 and 9 because if you have a kid in high school, right now the club just kind of it doesn't fit too many teens, but we're
Yeah.
working on something in the future for that.
Okay.
I can't let it slip out now,
Yes.
but hopefully in the future you invite me back. We'll talk about
Yes.
that. But to get your kid involved in the club now, you just have to go to Boys and Girls Club of South Central Kansas, create an account. I'm sorry,
Okay.
create an account, put your child on there, and then pick the site that you want your child to attend,
Hmm.
and then we just kind of go from there. The membership starts out at $30 a month, so it's
Okay.
basically $1 a day.
Yeah,
And then if you also need help, we do have scholarships that we can help with as well.
I love that.
So we never want to turn any kid away. So if you know any
Right.
kids that we can help, send them our way.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes,
That's very
we're here for
awesome.
that.
We talked about, programs that you have going on at the moment. Is
Yes.
there anything specific that's going on during the summer or even coming in
Yes.
the fall that you're excited about?
Yeah. So right now we just finished. Well, next week we'll be finishing up our summer camp,
Uh-huh.
which has been awesome. We go all day from 7 to 5. I say awesome, but the staff might say a little different. But it's awesome because the kids get to be kids all day,
Yeah.
right? So that's going to end next week, and then we will start our fall program August the 27th.
Okay.
So basically, our fall program is directly after school, kind of like what you were in,
Yeah.
maybe. If you
Uh-huh.
got to do the after school, we feed the kids dinner. We have a full basketball court, a
Hmm.
full football field with AstroTurf in the back. So
Nice.
and we have a dance studio as well.
Oh, that's
So the
awesome.
kids can just like in the afternoon just be kids and have fun.
Yeah,
So that kind of like if you get a chance, I don't know if you've been to the center.
I have.
We want people to stop by,
Yeah.
as much as they can to check it out because the after school program is super fun.
No,
It
yeah,
really
it's a
is.
great center.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's nice and spacious and it's
Yes.
colorful and
Yes.
yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
center.
And it's been there for 20 years.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that's
I didn't
awesome.
know that when I started. I was
Yeah.
like, how long has this been here? 20 years,
Yeah,
man. So,
wow. Y'all kept it up really well.
yes. Yes. Shout out to my man Greg.
Yes,
Our maintenance guy is awesome. He takes care of the place. So we want to give him a shout out.
that's very
Yeah.
good. What are future plans for the Boys and Girls Club, especially here in South Central Kansas area?
So in the future, we will be being more mobile, right?
Mhm.
So right now we're in Mays District, Derby, and we have our center at Opportunity Drive.
Mhm.
But our future goal is to make sure we put clubs in every little school that we can. We want to
Right.
start the esports with a lot of clubs because esports is the
Yeah.
future. We want basically our goal is to make sure any kid that we come in contact with can be future ready.
Yeah.
So that is the ultimate goal, and we have all the tools and all the resources to like help with that. Like,
Mhm.
um, drones are a big thing. That's
Yeah.
going to be something coming down the line. Like, we want to create spaces to where kids can kind of just hang out and just, be them. And
Right.
and I swear, if I could show you what we've seen,
Yeah.
you would be excited like I am because
Yes.
it's going to be totally. If you thought it was awesome when you were a kid,
Yeah.
it's going to be crazy for these kids in the future because we're going to
Oh,
have
I bet.
spaces designed specifically for them.
Mhm.
Right? It's going to be
Mhm.
kid friendly, kids all the time. So
Yeah.
yeah, we're looking forward to
Mhm.
2027 and beyond. It's going to
Yeah.
be awesome.
A lot of our listeners are also professionals and they want to find other ways to volunteer in a community
Yes,
or be involved.
yes.
If they're interested, how can they help with the Boys and Girls Club?
We love all volunteers. They just need to email me at my email, which I can leave that with you guys,
Yeah.
or they can actually come up to the club and we can give them a volunteer application.
Okay.
We just have to run a simple background check, which is,
Yeah.
anybody that's working with kids, I think they can pass a
Oh,
background
yeah.
check, right?
Hmm.
So we just have to do a background check and just find some stuff that kind of fits their need. If they
Right.
cook, so here's the thing. We welcome everyone that has any kind of life skill or any skill that they want to tell kids.
Hmm.
Even podcasting is something that we would want, bring
Yeah.
in. Auto mechanics, anyone in any professional setting,
Yeah.
we won't turn anyone down because we want to expose the kids to all opportunities.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's very cool.
yeah.
Is there anything that you would like to mention to our listeners that perhaps I forgot to ask about?
No, well, you actually asked everything, but what I
Yeah.
would want to let everyone know is after school program enrollment has started.
Uh-huh.
Please reach out, and like I said, if you know anyone that needs help with financing enrollment, please don't hesitate. Call me directly. Ask for Bobby Bell.
Hmm.
Tell them like, hey, I've seen this podcast, and
Yeah.
Bobby said there's help for financing.
Yeah.
We are here for that, and
Hmm.
also for the parents who are like. Busing is an issue.
Yeah.
We are working now with USD 259 to be a direct drop off for after school,
Oh, that'd be
but
incredible.
we need the parents to advocate as well because
Yes.
we're talking to USD saying, hey, we want kids to come here, but we
Hmm.
need parents to say, I want my kid dropped off there as well.
Yeah.
So if parents can advocate and do that, any additional information, I left some flyers here. If you
Uh-huh.
don't mind, I'll leave them up front
Oh, yeah.
and parents can grab them and they can take them. We have a QR code for the enrollment
Hmm.
on there as well. But in a nutshell, we don't want any kid to not participate in club if we can help it. So
Hmm.
please give us a call. Please reach out. Stop by. Come get a tour. One thing I do want to add, I'm thinking about this now on the
Yeah.
fly. So we have a basketball program called Showtime Elite.
Uh-huh.
So they're already an established club, they were gracious enough to want to partner with us and bring their kids in. They do development basketball for all kids. And
Hmm.
now here's the cool part. If your kid wants to play basketball or football this fall for the club,
Hmm.
your membership covers that.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So we have to find a way to help all these parents.
Yeah.
Sports fees are too
Oh, yeah.
expensive, man.
Hmm.
So if your kid wants to play basketball, please come by the club. If they want to play football, football is going to be starting here in a couple of weeks. So it's going to be Wichita Trojan Football Club. It's going to be
Okay.
our official club. So
Okay.
you can contact us, or if you do know any of the Wichita Trojans directly, you can contact them. But we want that to be a partnership. So
Yeah.
any kids that play sports, send them our
Send
way.
them your way.
Yes,
That's
yes,
awesome.
and then stop by and check us out too.
Yes, of course.
Yes,
Bobby, one of the questions I always ask, people I interview in this podcast is obviously we don't do this work to get rich, right?
right.
And so what do you get out of this? Like what gets your heart on fire?
You know what?
Hmm.
My wife always asks me like, "Well, how was your day?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, "I work with kids."
Yeah.
So like just to be honest with you, that's probably like the best part.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of like you said, we don't get paid, we don't do this to get rich, but I'm
Right.
always kind of tripped out like they pay me to work with kids.
Yeah.
It's like a little
Exactly.
like
Yes.
Lord, pinch myself sometimes
Right,
like did this
right.
happen for real?
Yes.
So that is probably the highlight, to see the little kids and you
Hmm.
can see the impact that you do have on kids when they see you,
Mm-hmm.
they light up, or even when when kids are having to be disciplined, you get to talk to them in a one-on-one and you talk to them about why, and hopefully like, the things our parents gave us, like
Right.
I can hear a little music playing in the background, like when I'm talking to a
Exactly.
kid, like,
Yes.
now Johnny, you shouldn't do this, right?
Right.
So that's probably like the cool part, and it's still unbelievable. And even like doing stuff like this, like I
Right.
get to talk about the club, and right, so
That's
yeah,
awesome.
it's still unbelievable at times. Like
Yeah.
I thank God for the opportunity all the
Yes.
time.
I love that. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, Bobby, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you guys for having me,
Yes.
and
I wish you a lot of success.
thank you.
Yes.
And I will. This is my ask when we do unveil the other stuff that we can show. I would love to come back.
Of course.
And thank you, and just
You're
talk
always
about it
welcome.
ad nauseum, because we have so much cool stuff coming in the future. I just can't
Always
say
welcome.
now, but I
Yeah.
wish I could. So I
Yeah.
want to come back again if
Well, hey,
possible.
we might take this podcast on the road. Maybe we can host us
You know
or
what?
something.
You should.
Right?
Yes, come
Yeah.
by the club.
We've done it
Bring all
before.
that great equipment and come by the club.
Yeah, that'd be
Yes.
awesome.
That way we can show the kids.
Exactly.
I love it.
Exactly.
Let's make it a
Yes.
plan.
Perfect.
Awesome.
All right. Well, thank you, Bobby.
Thank you guys.
Thank you to all our listeners for listening, and we will see you soon.